each other very well. Played
Yes.
over 50 times against each other on tour, and it's Longoria who has the head-to-head winning ratio fairly comfortably. But crucially, Salas has won 3 times. Not many players can say they've beaten Paola Longoria 3 times.
No. And add to the fact that they are frequent doubles partners. So their games are known inside and out by each other.
Yep, first time was in 2005 at the U.S. Open, Salas winning in 4. And then the last time was 5 years ago at the Battle of the Alamo, Salas winning in 5. Can it happen again?
Well, if that had been good, she had her going the wrong direction.
Salas will have to play clean. That's one thing Longoria does very well, is makes very few unforced errors. Salas, if she doesn't, will, I think, lose this quickly. If she can play clean, she's got a very good chance.
Right.
Well,
And you saw Salas wanting a short serve there. And they're just a nice clean hitting by Longoria. And you see her going after the Salas backhand. That is the weakness of the Salas game.
yep. She's learned to control the backhand side,
Mm-hmm.
but the power differential between backhand and forehand is considerable.
Right. And that's a nice forehand winner right
Yeah, you
there.
saw it. You saw it. The forehand is power.
Yep.
I actually played mixed doubles with Salas once, not in a tournament, but for fun. I was glad she was my partner.
I bet. Better than me, I'm
She
sure.
won.
I'm sure she.
We won. She won. I just did my job. What's the call here, Sandy?
I think she's going to get a screen out of it. I think that the ball was close enough to Salas that she's just going to get a screen.
Yeah. Could ask for something more that didn't.
But the Salas backhand of today is much better than the Salas backhand of a couple years ago.
Yeah.
She's worked very hard on it, and that was a very nice clean backhand
Well,
there.
I know she went through a transition where she tried to change her backhand and played for about a season with a different swing, and then decided no, it's not working for me, and changed her mind.
Well, and I think she changed the swing about the same time she changed rackets too, which and you saw Longoria read that serve. She was over there waiting for it before Salas even hit it. And Longoria pushing Salas from side to side on the court.
Longoria checks her racket, makes sure it's not damaged after hitting the wall on the left side. Longoria leads 3-0, but Salas just I think she needs to get on the board. Get on the board, get a little bit of momentum, has a chance here.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to let your serves come off the back wall like that, you're not going to score on that.
I think this may be a defining season for Salas. She's a 10 seed, which means that round of 16s are going to be very hard.
Oh, tough. Yeah, she's going to have to win some. She's going to have to, in order to avoid meeting
Yeah,
the
this
top
will
seeds.
be, I think, a make or break. She either gets into the top 8 again or drifts further down and then finds it even harder.
Yes.
But she's in the quarterfinals, and that's a top 8 finish at a Grand Slam, so that's
Yes.
positive. Not positive is the score line in favor of Salas. It's 5-0. We're taking a break.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Sandy Rios, and I'm here with Tim Baghurst. And this is our second quarterfinal, third, I guess.
Ooh.
Very nice by Salas there.
Again, it's not a classic backhand swing,
It
but you
works.
could say Longoria's swing on the backhand side isn't classic either, but it works.
Exactly. It works for her. It may not work for anybody else, but it works for her. Oh,
Then an unforced error gives Longoria another opportunity to score points.
and Salas is, as you said, she's got to get on the board here at some point. There, another nice backhand, and you see Longoria going after that backhand. She knows where the weakness
Why
is.
wouldn't you?
Exactly.
I think everybody would.
Everybody does, but Salas, holding her own but not scoring. That's a problem. Oh, and a little confusion here. Looks like Longoria is going to get a replay, and Salas is questioning why.
It's just a sloppy play all round in that
Yes.
rally. And ultimately,
ugly.
Longoria puts the ball deeper, and Salas can't pick it up off the back wall. And Salas, with her hands, raised in the back of the court, like, why can't I just hit a good shot?
Yeah, a little frustration on her part.
There's a bit of a lull here in the club. We're in Denver, Colorado, if you didn't know already. Nice shot, Longoria.
Yes.
A lot of the IRT singles are over. We've only got the one LPRT singles going on.
Mhm.
And
And
everybody's off to find supper.
right.
I think many people are waiting for that 8 p.m. round of 4 mixed doubles. Not sure why they're all scheduled for 8 p.m. Not our decision, by the way. So don't get on social media and comment LPRT on that. That's a tournament director decision.
That is not anything we had any control over.
And so we're picking one, and IRT are picking one. So we'll show 2. Salas, you almost feel like I don't know. She doesn't have answers. Nobody's here coaching her.
Right. And you don't want to say she's given up, but she's frustrated
It
because she
feels
doesn't
like
know what
it,
to
doesn't
do.
it?
Yeah, it does, but you don't want to say she has.
And the attitude needs a timeout. And here it comes.
There you go.
Timeout on the court. We've got one here.
I'm Jessica Parrilla, and I play with yearbooks. A great athlete is about discipline, effort, constance, and before to be a great athlete, you have to be a great person. One of my future goals is be on the top 3 in the professional tour again. I did it once, and I think I can go back there. I enjoy the passion of the game. I enjoy the passion of the life, of everything. And I always think like love is the first thing in everything. The things I think, the things I say, and the things I do are on the same line. And enjoy, because we don't know how long we're gonna be here. So enjoy and give love to others as much as we can.
Longoria doing what Longoria does, but no longer number 1. Mejia, a tremendous season last year. Like, outstanding season.
Yeah.
Just went on a tear, winning 4 tournaments in a row. Then missed out in San Antonio, your home tournament.
Yeah.
And missed out in Sweet Caroline, but then came back in Virginia and claimed the last tournament of the season to finish world number 1.
Right.
A little bit more pressure on Mejia now. She's the one being hunted, not Longoria.
Yeah, the target's been moved. And the first one with the shot that wants that target back is Longoria wants that back. She wants to win this one this time, obviously. She did, she wasn't happy when she lost the title to begin with, and I think she's gonna be on a big mission this year to try and get it back.
Big skip from Salas on the left side, sorry. Slams her racket against her thigh in disgust. And kicking the ball. You feel like she's just shut down in this first game.
Yes, and we've seen it before, not talking about Salas, but players where they just have decided, I'm not going to win this game, and they do, they just don't make smart shots. They basically quit. They play, but they quit on the point.
Oh, unforced error from Longoria this time. But if you're going to make one at 0-12.
Yeah, she hasn't, that's when you make that shot that let me see if this will work. I don't really have a shot, but let me try this.
Salas got on the board. No donut. That's crucial. Like when I play, goal number 1, no donut. No donut. Get a point. Okay, now get more. Get to 15.
Let me get more than 1.
Struggling with this drive serve going left.
And I think had that been good, I think she had Longoria, because Longoria took a half a step to the right. But it doesn't count when it's short. Well, and to her credit, Salas looks a little less frustrated. I mean, her
Well, that was a good shot.
Well, yes.
It wasn't a Salas mistake. It was a good shot from Longoria. Although Mejia's number one, I think a lot of players still feel the intimidation of Longoria.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, what she's been, 10, 20, 11 years as the number one. Just because you've lost it for one season doesn't mean you're not going to get it back. And we know how Longoria works. So. And those are the kind of shots Samantha needs to not get down on herself for.
Well, no, she needs to finish them. She
Yes.
can't. I said it at the beginning. You have to play clean against Longoria. Salas has, really dug trenches in this floor.
And they're in Longoria at 12-1 and upset because she hit a poor shot.
Well, yeah, I would be upset with that too, because that's a gimme for someone like Longoria. I don't think it's going to affect her, though. Again, Salas just cannot get this drive serve in, which is interesting because we're playing at altitude, and we're not playing with the green. We're playing with the pen purple this season, and that ball should fly. Timeout Longoria at 12, serving 1, taking a timeout 2. Serving 1. Longoria taking a timeout way ahead. Obviously not happy about something.
Well, as we always say, Longoria takes a timeout when Longoria wants to take a timeout.
Yeah.
So
Roland Keller not having much work to do in this match. Uh-oh.
yeah. Here we are.
Game point number 1, 14-1.
Not yet. Salas is not quite ready to go down.
Yeah, and Longoria, instead of sticking with the Z, which was working perfectly, she tried to catch Salas unaware and slide one into the right, but Salas was all over it.
Oh. And Salas finally gets a good serve in, and Longoria just gets a racket on it and pops it into the front wall. Yeah. Easy winner.
So, just like that, Longoria claims the first 15-1.
Ah,
2 minutes. Salas needs to recover, regroup, uh, change the mindset,
yes.
and change some of the shot selection.
Yeah. When you play somebody who you know day in, when you know their game as well as they do, you have to change and give them something they're not expecting from you,
Or just do the basics. And
and
that's
do
what
them
she's
well.
not doing.
And do them well.
Right. We'll be back to find out in just a minute.
The mission of FSU Coach is to prepare and equip the next generation of coaches and sports professionals with best practices and current research to enable them to pursue excellence. We have 2 academic programs, the online graduate certificate, which is 4 classes, and also a 10-class master's in athletic coaching. Our graduate certificate and master's program can be started at any time, either the summer, fall, or spring. All of our classes have the word coach or coaching in them, and they're taught by coaches for coaches.
The types of classes that we offer focus on the athlete as a whole person. We focus
Better start, Sandy.
Yes. Well, she started well the first game too, right? She started well, and then it broke down fairly quickly into it, and it just rolled.
Well, the mental part broke down too, and it
Yes.
became just a step down. But again, Samantha Salas just cannot seem to execute this drive serve. Left, it's going short. Right, it's hitting the sidewall.
Or the back wall. I mean, it's just a setup for the Longoria forehand if it's to the right.
Well,
You can't.
I saw your face.
Yeah.
Just, this is not Samantha Salas. This is
No.
not a confident Samantha Salas. This is a Samantha Salas of, I never seem to be able to beat my partner.
Correct.
And that poke into the left corner just isn't going to work against somebody quick like Longoria.
She's got extremely quick feet. She reads the ball very well. So, yeah, you're going to have to do something with the ball. You can't just poke it. You're going to poke it, roll it out in the corner. That's one thing.
Too easy.
Well,
That return of serve came way off the back wall.
and this the serve of Longoria's is working as well as it could.
Anybody playing Longoria, assuming she wins, of course, in future rounds, has to be prepared to receive the C. And I'm cutting it off, Sandy.
Absolutely. I'm a firm believer in learning how to cut off a Z, especially when it's this good. If it's not that, if they're not getting it that deep and it's 3 feet from the back wall, fine, let it Z.
And you've got 2 options. You can run to the left to open up for a forehand down the right side, or let it come across and take a backhand and maybe trap your opponent. Mm-hmm. There's a good one.
But a great return by Longoria.
That's so much better.
Smarter.
Well,
It was a better shot, but a smarter shot.
and I think the down the line is not as confident as cross court on the backhand side. That was a much firmer strike than down the lines from Salas.
Yes. And I'm going to tell you, if I have to play the backhand, that backhand cross court is my better shot too. It just feels more comfortable. It's just easier for me to hit. And evidently Salas likes it better. It's a better shot for her.
Skip from Longoria. Salas's drive serve, if we watch the technique of it, I feel like she's pulling up as she's hitting instead of driving low. And so as a consequence, as she pulls up, she pushes down. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's pushing down on the ball as she's pulling up because she's too far away from the ball. I'd like to see her drive low and flat through that. Not a good lob serve. Just it's something we talked about at training camp. For those who don't know, Sandy, George Bustos and I were running the USA Juniors training camp at the Olympic Training Center this week, and pretty neat to see half a dozen of those juniors competing this weekend. Excellent work from Salas. Now gets a look.
Oh my gosh, no. And those are the ones that hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt us up here because that is her bread and butter.
Yeah, she's not playing the way we know she can play. Longoria, though, doing what Longoria does, playing very consistent, and it makes it a lot easier to win a match when your opponent's giving you free stuff. I like it.
Yeah.
We talked. This
is something we tried to teach them this week. Is
cutting off the ball. Don't let it go back. It was a great example. Hard to do. As we saw with our juniors, really struggled with that because it's a novel idea.
They did.
Not for Longoria. She's just going to hit this serve all evening. That's a really good shot. Better look. Salas had to win that rally, didn't she?
Yes.
She had to.
That was
a lung tester. Salas is gassed. Maybe, maybe not, but at 6-2, Longoria leads.
I'ma keep winning, winning. I'ma keep winning, winning. Ooh. I'ma keep winning, winning. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself. You can try to save yourself, but you only gon' play yourself.
Yeah, you gon' need 100 men, 100 scopes, 100 cans, just for you to watch what I'm doing under the sun again. God-given gift, them seeds to win the running man. If you want me to get it poppin', may cost 100 pence. Yeah, what I supply is always in demand. The throne is mine.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Sandy Rios with Tim Baghurst to bring game 2 of Longoria versus Salas. This has not been a good match for Salas. She's missed way too many of her shots. Her bread and butter, her forehand is not there. And Longoria is basically serving at will. She's got an excellent Z serve. You're going to see one right here, and Salas has no real answer for it.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, and once again, the consistency of Longoria is
Beat Salas in the ceiling ball game.
yes.
7-2. Eight two,
And there's the breakdown of the Salas forehand. It's
which is so unusual.
yeah. Well,
Salas forehand skip again and again. It just is unusual. Looks like the wrist cord of
yeah.
the racket of Longoria has come loose.
So they're she got it through there quicker than I've seen anybody do that. Usually it's off the court with the tool, pull it up.
Do we have a tool? No, we don't. Now what do we do?
Some of us have one in our bag.
Wow, Sandy
We
Rios.
do.
I'll have to remember that.
Yes.
Forehand looks good from Longoria today.
Well, I don't know
think
many
that-
shots that haven't looked good for Longoria today.
Well, but that looked like Longoria does it all the time. Backhand doesn't look so smooth and consistent.
Yeah, and
Salas is just headspace is not right at the moment.
no,
and-
I mean she's defeated herself because she's got a tough road to hoe right here.
Well, we know that defeating Longoria is a tall order, right? It's a tall task. We know she can do it. She's done it before. But you have to play your very best and put your opponent in the worst position possible to beat you. And if they beat you, then okay, I've got work to do. They're better than me. But when you beat yourself,
Yeah.
that's where I feel like Salas is today. Just
Oh.
ace serve. Ball kicked out. Salas just isn't mentally playing the way she knows she can and should play. So
Well, and then that becomes very frustrating.
yeah.
And
Oh
then
gosh,
you
yeah.
play even worse because you know you can play better.
Well, there's a forehand that works. Again, technique is Salas trademarked.
Yeah.
There's no one who hits a forehand like she does.
And it works for her. And the backhand.
Well,
I mean, her strokes.
Usually, it's
Yes,
not.
it should. I mean, but I kind of understand having a unique and not traditional swing. Yeah,
I told you the forehand.
it's
I
on.
don't think you want to be playing to the forehand this weekend.
Nope.
11 serving 4. Salas has not cut off one Z serve tonight.
She hasn't even tried.
No.
Oh. And
Salas
that's a
needs
shot
to use that. Salas needs to use that. Okay, she's upset. Let's make her more upset. Let's punish her for that mistake. Excellent work from Salas, but
Yeah. Yeah, when you're just stabbing at the ball, unless you're just really lucky, you're going to end up setting.
yeah,
their
Salas
opponent up.
playing a lot of defense in this match. Has not really dictated points. Has not really forced Longoria out of the middle of the court very often. And this Z serve has eaten Salas up.
Yep. And you know, we saw her do this to the other side with Mendez one time, back in a couple of years ago in Boston. And she never tried to cut it off. And it's like,
Well,
you can't let it see.
speaking of Mendez, Mendez is down in front. Looked like she just got a little bit of coffee. She's on court next, taking on world number 1, Montse Mejia. Salas finally puts one down on the right side.
You know, she needs to get a few points here, if for no other reason other than to prove to herself that she can score points against Longoria.
Yep. Nervous backhand. So good.
Yeah. And there's the value of being able to cut the ball off.
Well, yeah. And guided the ball to the right corner, getting Salas out of position, then took full advantage.
And I don't know, the Z serve looks like it would be so easy to cut off if you would go for it. It's not in the best position.
Salas just won't do it. It's just not in her repertoire. Match point, 14-4.
Yeah.
And there it is. Salas not playing her best. Longoria playing very well. Equals a lopsided scoreline of 15-1, 15-4. So Longoria advances. She's got a semifinal tomorrow. But coming up next, Mendez is taking on Mejia. Herrera will be playing Longoria tomorrow. Laime will be playing the winner of this next match. So we're going to have, whoever gets there, we're going to have a quality semifinal roundup.
Yes. And it'll be interesting who can put the game together and who's not going to put their game together.
So 15 minutes players have to get ready. We're going to take a break until then. We hope you join us for that. Don't forget as well, scheduled for 8 p.m. We'll see if we stay on time. It's mixed pro doubles. That one you certainly don't want to miss.
Hi, this is John Criswell. Welcome to Manufacturing Marvels. Today we're in Rockdale, Illinois, approximately 45 miles southwest of Chicago. For over 50 years, KWM Gutterman Incorporated has established itself as the premier and is currently the largest gutter machine manufacturer in the United States. Initially founded by Carl W. Miner Sr. in the early 1960s, this family-owned business has thrived through 3 generations to continue building the highest quality portable gutter forming machines in the world today. They are masterful in manufacturing KWM's Ironman gutter machines and nationally recognized as experts in the gutter industry. KWM's entire product line is manufactured at 2 state-of-the-art locations. Rockdale houses a 45,000 square foot CNC and assembly facility, And Shanahan houses a 15,000 square foot fabrication facility. Adhering to their family values, integrity, and a particularly homegrown way of doing business has made KWM a success story around the globe. KWM gutter machines are sold on 5 continents, including North and South America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. KWM offers one of the most extensive and sought-after lines of gutter machines available on the market today. KWM produces the Ironman line of gutter machines and currently offers 34 gutter profiles, with more in development. This complete product offering is coupled with the most comprehensive warranty in the industry. Come see them at kwmgutterman.com. This is John Criswell for Manufacturing Marvels.